Good morning, buzzers. It's Christmas Eve. At least it is here in England. It's 7:30 a.m. At least it is here in England. This is Good Morning, Buzzers. Well, it's morning here. And it's Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas to all of you. We are live, 7:30 a.m. every single day of the week, except yesterday. I'll tell you a bit about that in a minute. And we're live again today at 5 p.m. with all of you, with anyone you can bring along, and with Miller. She's in the house at the moment. She's not just downstairs yet. And we're also live tomorrow, Christmas Day, 7:30 a.m. and 12 midday. Do please come and join us. We've got loads on this morning. We're live. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitter. We're live, of course, on the buzz50.com homepage and in the Good Morning Buzzers room. We have got loads of people in the Good Morning Buzzers room. We have got Viv Huff, who stayed up a little bit late last night, I do believe. We've got Olive, Carrie May. Ellen has joined us. We've got a poem from Ellen this morning. It's Ellen in Wit, wherever Wit is, and we may find out later on. Fee is here, Jane is here, Joyous One's here, Johnny Popper's with us, Midnight's here, Mama Duke's joined us, Pronto's here, Quiet Mouse, Sasquatch and Trubler are all here. And good morning to you. And you can call in if you want. We need phone calls, people calling in and just saying, hello, good morning, buzzers, and anything else you might want to say. Phone numbers are on there. They're on the Buzz50 homepage. And if you don't know who I'm talking to, then I'm talking to you and buzzers in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. And if this is live, or if you want to watch the live one later at 5 p.m. on Christmas Eve, come to the Buzz50 homepage. And then you'll see a link underneath. You can join us in the chat room. But you do need to be a member, but it is free to join. We've got lots going on this morning. We have got a new mystery voice, which is worth 10,000 buzzer points. And Joy says she got booted again. Who stole Fleur, says Pronto. We need Fleur back. Come back, Fleur. Who is this for 10,000 buzzer points?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, they've been a very, very loyal crowd.
Yes, any ideas? And what is this, the theme tune from, for 10,000 buzzer points? It's a TV show. Any ideas? Any ideas? Very well-known TV show. This is a very well-known person. I'll give you a clue in a bit if nobody guesses it straight away. Oh, Jane. Arnold Schwarzenegger, says Viv Huff. Olive says Al Pacino. Pronto says The Avengers with the tune. Downton Abbey says Midnight. Saint says Jane. None of those are right, but Jane is right on the name.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, they've been a very, very loyal crowd. Well, as far as I'm concerned, they've been a very, very loyal crowd.
It is Rod Stewart. That was taken from an interview in America with Rod Stewart. Well done, Jane. Good job, Jane, says Ellen in Wit. Well done, Jane. We didn't have a Good Morning Buzzers yesterday morning. Sorry about that. It was a last-minute thing that I cancelled it on the night before. My lovely 21-year-old daughter was admitted to hospital and had to have an operation, but she's out now. Operation overnight, the night before last, keyhole surgery, and she is out and managed to walk out of the ward. It's amazing what they do nowadays. And she's very well. Thank you. So I was with her as much as I could on that night. And then she had the operation over midnight, over 3 hours. And then again in the morning. That's it. So she's back for Christmas. Not here, but with her mum. Great. Get well soon, Mike's daughter says Quiet Mouse. Thank you for that. We have got two amazing jokes. I was reading jokes to Alison the day before yesterday in hospital. She said to come back and bring more dreadful jokes to cheer her up. But these two are crackers. The idea is I read out the jokes, then hopefully you vote out of 10, anything from 0 to 10. No decimals, no fractions, nothing below 10 and nothing over 10. And thank you all for your messages for Alison. I will convey them to her. Okay, here we go. Have I said who sent in the joke? It doesn't really matter. person that sent this in doesn't come into the Good Morning Buzzers room, but may be watching this. Grandad, this is a joke, Grandad was reminiscing about the good old days, talking to his grandson. When I were a lad, my mother would send me down to the corner shop with a shilling, and I'd come back with 5 pounds of potatoes, 2 loaves of bread, 3 pints of milk, a pound of cheese, a packet of tea, and half a dozen eggs. You can't do that nowadays. Too many bloody security cameras. Joke number 1. I think it's quite a good one. I would give it a good score, but I can't score, partly because I know who sent it in. But they didn't have cams then, said Pronto. Pronto knew the punchline. Streets of San Francisco, says Viv Huff. EastEnders, says Viv Huff. No, 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 no. Votes coming in. Viv Huff is giving joke number 1 2. That's because you've been up all night. No sense of humour. Ellen's giving it a 7. Quiet Mouse, hee hee, 5. Midnight, 4. No, Midnight, 6. Pronto, a 4. Fee says thief. Sasquatch, 1. Because Sasquatch is from down under, where all the humour is a little bit upside down. Fee's giving it a 5. True Blood, a 4. Carrie May saying Sherlock Holmes. Carrie May saying 4. Joyce One saying 6. Thank you all very much for your votes. And let's hear that tune again. Nobody's guessed it yet. Any idea what this is the theme tune from? Any ideas? It's a famous TV show. So joke number 1 so far has got an average of 4.4 if no more votes come in, and joke number 2 is very good as well. I thought joke number 1 would do better than that. Sorry for being up late, Dad, says Viv Huff. Yes, you are a naughty one, Viv. I know from the time that Viv Huff sent me a message, and thanks for reporting a scammer, even though you were up at unearthly hour of the morning and should have been in bed. Nonanza, says Viv Huff. Bonanza, says Viv Huff. Sounds like a detective story. The Rifleman, says Olive. Knots Landing, says Viv Huff. Emergency Ward 10, says Viv Huff. It's none of those. Right, we're going to have a short change here because we have got a fantastic poem sent in by the one and only Ellen in Wit, wherever Wit is, which we will find out later. Fugitive, says Tubler, which I'll read out now, and we'll read it out again later on for those that missed it. And Viv Huff says The Incredible Hulk, and it is not. So this is a poem sent in by Ellen in Wit, and please, please send in poems and jokes for the festive season. Here we go. It's a very good one. Lily So has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Good morning to you. Here is the poem. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a buzzer was stirring, not even Quiet Mouse. Viv Huff hung her stocking by the chimney with care, in hopes that some buzzer gift soon would appear. The buzzers were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of buzzer points danced in their heads. And Miller in her kerchief and Mike in his cap had just settled down for a long buzzer's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. Mike sprang from his bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window he flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and flew up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the lustre of midday to objects below, when what to his wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny buzzed deer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, Mike knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than pony his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Pronto, now Ellen, now Joyous One, now Mac, on Jeffsy, on Lauren, on Catnip and Sasquatch, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away all, as dry leaves that before the hurricane fly, when they meet with Witch Morgana, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the buzz deer they flew, with the sleigh full of gifts and St. Nicholas too. Then in a twinkling Mike heard the roof, the prancing, the pawing of each little hoof. As he drew in his head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. And a bundle of buzzer gifts he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like fleur roses, his nose was like Carrie's. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a chippy face, and a little olive belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and Mike laughed when he saw him in spite of himself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave Mike to know he had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the buzz stockings, and then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But Mike heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all buzzers, and to all a good night." That's it. Thank you, Alan, in Wit, wherever Wit is. Fantastic poem. Brilliant. Amazing. Thank you. And we'll read it out, and it needs to be printed on the site. Yes, Jane, absolutely right. It'll go on the site. It really needs to go, Ellen, it really needs to go in your name if you can post it somewhere. If you're not sure where, then let me know. Oh, probably in the Christmas section, just as a new topic. Poem from Alan. Oh, Troopers, given the poem a 10. Amazing. Loved it, says Viv Huff. Thank you, everyone, says Alan. 10 plus, says Joyous One. Is excellent poem. Well done, says Fee. Great poem, says Midnight. Quiet Mouse says wonderful poem. Thank you. And lovely, clever Alan, says Viv Huff. Yes. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay. Morning, Mike. Ahoy there, says Captain Blue. I don't think we need to switch to the site. We've been doing this for so long. Let's do joke number 2. Oh, let's switch to the site a minute and have a look, see if we've got birthdays, because I'd hate to miss birthdays on Christmas Eve. What time did Santa deliver the gift, says Midnight. So what we're going to do here is I'll click here. Then for those of you who don't know about the Good Morning Buzzers room, we'll dive in there, and there'll be a difference when we come back in here. Spot the difference. Something will have changed in the room. So let's switch screens here. Hopefully now you cannot see me anymore, but you can see the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. And all down here, all the people in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room, you can join us later if you like. Round of applause for Helen. For Ellen, says Viv. I'm sorry, that's me reading it wrong. And then over here, all the buzzers in the Good Morning Buzzers room. And we've got Viv, Huff, Olive, Carrie May, Captain Blue, Dream Theatre, Ellen in Wit, Fee, Jane, Joyous One, Lily So, Midnight, Pronto, Quiet Mouse, Sasquatch, Safi, and Trubler. So good morning to all of you. Here is the Buzz 50 site, and if you click on social here, I can see I've got a message up there, but I won't look at that live. And then you can see in the left-hand column here, birthdays today, and happy birthday to Colin JT, Lou 67, Xmas Girl, Mr. Y, 84 Bravo, Willie, and Jacuzzi. So that's what, 7 birthdays today. 26 new members joined yesterday. 7 joined already today on Christmas Eve from USA, England, Canada, what else? Switzerland. Very good. Other and South Africa. Right. So let's switch back to the site, see if you can spot the difference. And then we will do joke number 2. So here we are back in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Click here. Then here, and there. Hopefully I'm back, and welcome back to you. Don't forget, we'll be here 5 p.m. Pony on top of curtain, says Viv Huff, before we even come back. What does Santa Claus get when he gets stuck up the chimney, says Alan. Santa claustrophobia. That was not joke number 2, but thank you for that. From our resident poet, Alan in Wit. And this is joke number 2. Here it is, coming up. Can it be joke number 1? I had a power failure at my house due to the recent bad storms. And my PC, laptop, TV, DVD, iPad, and my new surround sound system were all shut down. Then I discovered my iPhone battery was flat. To top it off, it was raining, so I couldn't go for a walk, bike, or run. The garage door opener needs electricity, so I couldn't go anywhere in the car. I went into the kitchen to make coffee, and I remembered this also needed power. And so I sat and talked with my wife for a few hours. She seems like quite a nice person. Joke number 2. I think it's a good one. How many points out of 10 will you give joke number 2? Then we will see if it has beaten joke number 1. And then we will announce who sent it in. And the winning joke will go on Facebook. 2 says Viv Huff. Viv, you've been up all night. You've lost your sense of humour. 6 says Ellen in Whiff. Pronto gives it a 4. Sasquatch from Down Under a 5 because all the humour's upside down there. Quiet Mouse gives it a 4. Midnight a 2. Troubler a 4. Bottle moved on table, says Carrie May. Yes, the bottle of wine has moved. There it is, back again. It's as simple as that. It's only a little bit of fun. 2, 4. Sophie gives it a 3. Carrie May gives it a 4. Oh, Viv Huff's got some mistletoe. Mwah. There you go. Thank you. Great, says Lily So. Well, I'm shocked. I thought joke number 2 was an absolute and outright hands down winner. But you can send that bottle to me, Mike says. Ellen, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's only half full or half empty. But there are some more up there somewhere. So David 1950 has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Noir, says Mike. Says Viv Huff. What am I doing? Right, the joke, I don't believe it. Joke number 2, 3.3 on average, sent in by the one and only Pronto. Ellen in Wit, her glass is only half full too. And joke number 1 got 4.4. So joke number 1 sent in by Rabu wins. Joke number 2 sent in by Pronto comes in a very respectable 2nd place. That's about it. If we can please do international roll call, and we will be back 5 p.m. today with Miller here on Buzz 50's Good Morning Buzzers. It'll still be morning somewhere in the world. If we can do international roll call, where are you from? What time is it? And if it's not dark outside like it is here, what's the weather like? I am in England, as is Miller. She came downstairs a minute ago, but she hasn't come on. She will be on later. And it's 7:48. And I can see, even though it's dark, rain drops on the window. And I can hear wind. So where are you from? And what time is it? And what's the weather like there? And we've got in the, England says midnight, 7:48 a.m. It's 10 degrees. Rochester, New York, USA, 2:48 a.m. and heading for night. And that's an email just come in. Someone just joined Good Morning Buzzers. Suhu's just joined Good Morning Buzzers. Quiet Mouse, 7:50 a.m.-ish. Essex, UK, cloudy, dry, very mild for December. Essex, says Viv Huff, instead of SS. SE England, 7:49 and windy. Hawaii, says Olive. It's 2 hours to Christmas Eve still. The weather is great and the sunset and moonrise were awesome. Lucky you, Olive. Sasquatch, 6:49 p.m. here, where Santa Claus visits first. Yes, Christmas starts in Australia. Cool and dry, says Pronto. No snow outside my German cave at 8:50 Christmas Eve a.m. Next Christmas, I'm going to Hawaii, says Ellen in wherever Whit is. Have we had Ellen yet? Do we know where Ellen's from? Wisconsin, USA is where Ellen is from, with her lovely poem. 1:48 a.m., very cold, windy, rainy, dark. I'm stumbling over my words. Windy in North. I've not been drinking that wine. Windy in North Yorkshire, says David 1950. Carrie May says Bognor Regis, West Sussex, dry and cold. Troubler, breezy and starting to rain near Brum, 7:49. Happy Christmas, everyone, says Quiet Mouse. Such a warm winter so far, says Dream Theatre. That's it. That's all of it. Happy Christmas to everyone. I have mistletoe form an orderly queue, says Viv Huff. And on that note, I'll say goodbye. See you later at 5 p.m. please join us if you can. Abhilaj is with us as well, and we will be doing a poem by Abhilaj over the next couple of days. We had a lovely poem today from Alan, and that's it. All I need to say now is thank you for joining us, and good morning, buzzers. Goodbye.